This is PlaymoBello, and this is another castle from 2014 from Playmobil from the sets of Knights. This is set number 6002. The castle is very small compared to the other Playmobil castles. It's pretty awesome as it is. That's the box. This is the front of the box, set 6002. That is the back of the box with all its accessories. That is the side with some features. So it's just like most Playmobil castles, you cannot open the door. This is the 2017 Playmobil catalog. And here it is, the castle, Wolf Knight's castle, alongside the Hawk's castle that I just reviewed. And there are some other sets here that I will be reviewed soon. So what can you do with this castle? Not much. There is the door. In order to open the door, you go to the inside of the castle, reach out with your hands, pull off this little wooden piece, and now the doors open. And so the castle door uses the same principle from the castles from the 1990s. It's just a little piece here that connects in a hole in the door. 2 torches to illuminate the entrance and decorate your castle. There's an awesome shield up here that you can remove and use it with your characters. Great looking flag. It has a shiny wood pole that I don't like much because it doesn't match really. If you turn on this side, you have arrow holes. You see that character is standing in there and his head is definitely protected from any invading arrows that might be shooting upwards towards him. And there's an opening that represents a little doorway, or you just imagine there's no doorway. This is all closed up, so you can just reach in there and play. On the other side of the castle, you have the exact same design. Look at this. The wall is just like this. The wall is just like that. Let's turn it on the other side. You see the wall is just like that. So it's the exact same castle wall. I put this crossbow projectile on the top, so it's like protection for your castle. It would have been nice if Playmobil supplied 2 of these, one on each side, but then again you do have this defensive tower here on the right at the front, because if you have a crossbow guy or an archer right here, he can defend this whole wall by himself. And then if you have some knights on that highest tower, he can defend then all of the back here all around and on this side. Plus then you have also the crossbow. Another thing about this crossbow is you can put anywhere you want. If you want to put on this side, now it's on this side, but then you know this side is less protected. The box art puts the projectile up here. I like to put it a little lower because then the Playmobil character can actually reach to the handles and hold it. There is the knight coming out from the doorway. He has the door open, going to a quest or a mission. With any Playmobil castle, you always have the little lever. So let's say this Hawk Knight is trying to climb into this ladder, murder these guys in a stealth mode, but unfortunately there's a trap here. Boom, he's down there and fell into the cellar and he cannot get out. You turn the castle all the way around and a little prison door even has a little prison food slot, so you can pass items to the prisoner, food, cups of water. So I unlocked the lock. There you see the lock right there. Open the big door and there's the guide. If you enter through the front door, you can see his prison real good. You can also make it into a cellar or a horse stable. Here is how the castle looks like from the top view, so you can see all the little wooden walkways you have. You also have this little tray for projectiles. There's a little ladder right here on the side that you can climb and protect the castle front, the front of the castle. Not just that, if you look here right in this walkway, you can throw rocks or play that you're throwing hot oil or fire. The door, the front door is right here, so if you have an army walking in, you can just have your knights up there and throwing things, shooting arrows, anything. At the top here, there is a beautiful flag, a double flag, and your character can just stand in there. Several characters actually. There's also a hatch door. You open that door and you can go down into that little room where you can just pull the lever and the guy falls down into the prison cell, for which is right there. There's not much to see really, just that small tower, the entryway, the larger tower that has the prison cell at the bottom, the flag of course. It does have a breakable wall. Alright, you see I broke a slight bit. There you go. Finally, we breach in. The breakable wall is down and you can invade this castle. Here are the 3 characters that you get with this set. A cool wolf man. He's wearing a wolf outfit, a wolf hat, little pelt here. His shoulder is also a wolf skin, I believe. There's an awesome 2-bladed axe. His whole outfit just matches everything. And then you have the green shirt with the wolf emblem on the front of it. Then you have this guy here with a big sight. It's one of those that you can cut the heads off people. Very similar to the Death. Large shield here, a bunch of different swords. Look at the curved sword he comes with, a plated glove that matches his shoulder pad. The shoulder pad does not come off. Has a little bit of armor on the shoulder area here on the top. Look at this knight. He is all black with black armor, dark armor. The horse himself has an armor, and there is the character. He has a cool looking shield. It's like a spear kind of shield that you can put it under his neck like so. Look at that, perfect defense. Cannot reach his body from that shield. In connection with the helmet, pretty sized armor under that vest. Here are all the accessories removed. There's a really awesome looking green axe, a large sword, a silver sword, a curved sword, spear, 2 shields, a buckler, a wolf hat, a double-bladed axe, 2 helmets. This one is a heavy knight helmet with a feather on the top and just 2 plated gloves. This guy here is the wolf guy. He has a little beard, looks really cool. There's a little holster on the back. This guy has some sort of crazy beard. Look at that, just lines around his face. Bigger shoulder pads with a spike on it, a silver armor, which means I would give him this sword here because then he matches with that sword. And I guess these cuffs. This other guy, he's missing an eye. He has an eye patch, he has red hair and a cool beard as well. His eyes look like he's just angry and mad. A highly armored horse. You can remove the armor and he's just like a normal modern horse style. His head, putting this back is pretty harsh. So here's how I see these guys. This guy here is the wolf warrior. He seems to like heavy stuff, like a heavy 2-bladed axe. I put the big sword on his back holster. And then this guy here, a guy that has 1 eye, so he needs a better reach. He gets the big pole. And then whenever he loses the pole or the pole breaks, he has this curved sword that maybe gives him some sort of advantage to make it up for the lack of the extra eye there. And then there is the heavy knight guy. He definitely gets this large shield. Because look, if someone is approaching him from this side, all of this is protected. He's like nearly invincible. No sword can go through that or arrow. That is the full review. Be ready for more wolf knights because I will be reviewing them soon. Let's compare all the 3 castles with all the knights that they come with from all of their sets so far, including add-ons. This is what you see. Hawk Knights versus Wolf Knights. You can tell the Wolf Knight's castle is very, very smaller. A lot smaller. Look at the inside. Now if you come down here and you add the Royal Lion Knight's castle, you can really tell the difference in size. Look at that. Look at the armies. They're both coming out of the castles. I have their doors open as well, so you can see on how each door opens. That door falls down like a bridge. That one goes inwards, and this one goes outwards. So it's pretty different. Each castle is very different. Let's look at the inside of the Royal Knight's castle and the Wolf Castle. You can tell it's massive in comparison. Here is a close-up on each. Then there's the tiny little wolf castle right there. I put them as close together as I could. Overall, they're pretty awesome, and I think if you're collecting these, you gotta have all 3 of them because the armies are really awesome. Look, imagine the battles, the fights, the invasions, the defenses, pretty awesome. And then there are also trolls and dwarves. The Dwarven Knights.